Hello, it's great to talk to you again on a sunny day for now in Indiana. I know that staying at home and being out of your normal routine is a little challenging sometimes. Maybe it can get you down. Just want to let you know that Jessica Miller has put together a video for students on managing stress in these times, and that'll be pushed out next week on IUP social media channels. You may want to have a look for that and see if it gives you some pointers. As you probably have seen, we have decided to do some virtual recognition of our seniors and other graduating students in lieu of a May commencement, with the actual commencement to follow up probably in September. We'll get announcements out about that next week. You should have been invited by now to submit a message to our graduating students via video or writing something down. And I encourage you to do that, to really celebrate these students who are going to go on and graduate in these very challenging times for all of us. We've also moved our summer orientation for new students coming in essentially to fully remote formats. We will be able to see them in the fall, we hope, and do some final orientation then. We also are doing on-campus visits for potential students in a virtual form, and we're in the middle of learning how to do that well, but we've done a couple of things already and are doing more soon. Great thoughtful work by all of our team to figure out how to do that well. We're about to head into summer session, I have to say, and I encourage those of you who want to fill in and maybe get a 5-week session and continue to make progress on your degree to look at the offerings and sign up for a summer course or two to make sure that you're making progress forward towards your life goals. Earlier this week, we announced 2 Goldwater scholarship winners at IUP. That's a first time for us ever. Scholarship, teaching, research, students doing great things. All of those things are still going on at IUP now, and we'll continue to be doing that. It's wonderful stuff. By the time you see this, we'll have held a virtual press conference, a first for me, with IRMC to announce a wonderful partnership to allow Dr. Barathon, using some university equipment, move to the hospital to actually start assisting with testing for COVID-19. And that'll accelerate our local ability to make sure that people are safe, to make sure that we diagnose what's really going on so that we can treat them as best as possible. It's a great partnership with our local hospital, 2 strong institutions coming together to make good things happen and to take care of our people. I do want to give a quick shout out to all of you who are working remotely for IUP right now, maybe with kids and dogs and homeschooling and all sorts of things going on around you. I know that can be a challenge sometimes, but we really appreciate all the things that you are doing to make sure that the university is still open for business, even if it's in a somewhat different form. So thank you for that. And I also want to give a shout out to the broader community, to all of those who are first responders and healthcare providers who are in the front lines of this fight against the disease. Thanks to our police officers and our EMTs, to everyone, doctors, nurses, who are taking care of us and making sure we're well. You know, the future is uncertain. I think the situation still remains fluid, but I want you to know that we're still doing a great deal of planning. It's scenario-based. We're looking at what fall will look like for us now, and we have to allow for a number of options so we're prepared, but we'll be in more discussions about that. We are a university community that comes together to do the right things, and we'll continue to do that, and it's a pleasure and a privilege to work with all of you. Thank you so much. Have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you next week. Wash your hands.